What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another great video on our channel. The show is truly a family sitcom for the whole family. Tim Allen pounded it with a fantastic all-around ensemble, and it became one of the highest rated sitcoms of the decade. There's even a reboot discussion, but more on that later. To know more about the brilliant cast, here is Home Improvement 1991 cast then and now 2022. Number 8, Zachary Ty Bryan, Brad Taylor. Brad Taylor is the soccer star and the athletic older brother, and while all three brothers are a little naughty, Brad is the only one who has had a run-in with the law. Zachary Ty Bryan worked mainly in print and television advertising before being cast as Brad's oldest son on Home Improvement, in addition to playing Thor in a sci-fi TV movie called Hammer of the Gods. Bryan has recently run into some legal issues of his own. He was charged with felony strangling and misdemeanor fourth-degree assault of reportedly his new girlfriend 2 weeks after divorcing from his 14-year marriage. Although several of the accusations were dismissed, he pled guilty to 2 felony offenses. He is 39 years old, and we wish him the best of luck in regaining control of his life. Number 7, Patricia Richardson, Jill Taylor. Jill Taylor is a wonderful mother who is frequently seen as her husband's voice of reason, even if this occasionally results in disputes. Originally, Frances Fisher was cast as Jill Taylor, but during the pilot's rehearsals, audiences complained that Jill was too serious. 4 days before the first episode was recorded, she was replaced by Richardson. Patricia Richardson appeared in various TV shows before being cast as the wife on Home Improvement, including Quantum Leap and The Cosby Show, as well as the film Chud. In 1988, she was a series regular on Scott Bakula's short-lived comedy Eisenhower and Lutz. Following her success on Home Improvement, Richardson starred in the Lifetime medical drama Strong Medicine, where she lasted for 59 episodes. Her most recent appearance was in the 2019 Lifetime film A Very Vintage Christmas. She's 70 years old now and enjoys her new life as a grandma. Number 6, Tim Allen, Tim Taylor. Tim, aka the Tool Guy Taylor, the clumsy patriarch who spends his time working on a beautiful hot car in his garage, recording his Tool Time show, or simply throwing the pigskin with his sons in the yard. Allen was a comic genius on this program. It was always hilarious to see him get harmed, or whether he was losing control of a power saw or getting electrocuted by anything. When Tim Allen was a rising stand-up comic, he was offered the chance to develop a program based on a character he was portraying on a set. Tim Allen went to Los Angeles in the early 1980s, but it wasn't until 1991 that he became known as Tim the Toolman. Simply amazing. Tim was then prosecuted for drunken driving in his 1988 Ferrari in Detroit in 1997. He was given probation and has been sober ever since. He is now in his late 60s and starring alongside Home Improvement co-star Richard KARN in a new program called Assembly Required. Number 5, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Randy Taylor. Randy Taylor is the middle kid. Charming and adorable, but also a little naughty, sneaking cookies from Jill's cash or stealing a cigar from Tim's drawer. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or JTT to the hormonal 14-year-old females of the 1990s, was cast as Greg Brady's kid in a short-lived Brady Bunch spin-off named The Bradys before being cast as the Taylor family's middle kid. Thomas gave a fantastic performance as Little Simba in Disney's The Lion King in 1994. TT departed Home Improvement before the season ended to concentrate on his schooling. This proved to be a great move. He graduated with honors from prep school, went to Harvard, studied abroad in Scotland, and received his bachelor's degree from Columbia in 2010. He doesn't do much acting these days, though he recently made a couple of cameos on Last Man Standing. Thomas is now 40 years old, has been a vegetarian for most of his life, and prefers to keep his personal life private by avoiding social media. Number 4, Taran Noah Smith, Mark Taylor. Taran Noah Smith's major break came with the youngest brother Mark Taylor in Home Improvement. Mark Taylor is the youngest and is frequently the target of pranks and jokes, but in later seasons he gets goth, which was intriguing. He got the part when he was 7 years old. Smith claims that one lesson he took away from Home Improvement was that he didn't want to be an actor for the rest of his life. he and his now ex-wife managed a vegan cheese firm for a period. Apart from the sitcom, TARAN Noah Smith remarked, quote, "I never got a chance to pick what I wanted to accomplish with my life. I realized I didn't want to perform anymore when I was 16. Smith obtained control of his inheritance when he turned 18 and accused his parents of wasting his $1.5 million trust money, but eventually dropped his accusations, realizing that his parents were only attempting to protect him." Smith is now 37 years old and works for the Community Submersibles Project as the technical manager, where he teaches people how to drive submarines. Number 3. Richard KARN Al Borland. Tim's serious and knowledgeable assistant, as well as his best buddy Al Borland, is constantly dressed in his flannel, which forms the punchline of Tim's jokes. The original candidate for Al Borland was Stephen Tobolowsky, but owing to a film obligation, Richard KARN was cast after just 4 episodes. Even though Al is single, he is shown wearing a wedding band. In real life, Richard KARN is married to Tootie Roche, who played Jill's sister Carrie on the show. KARN has hosted Family Feud and Bingo America in the years after that. He has also co-authored 2 books on home remodeling on the topic of actual home improvement, not the show. He's still working as an actor, most notably as Fred Peters in the Hulu series Pen 15. He's also collaborating with Tim Allen on Assembly Required, a new History Channel show. Richard is 65 years old and spends time with his wife and son when he's not performing or cheering on his Arkansas Razorbacks. Number 2. Deb Dunning Heidi KEPPERT. After Lisa departed the program to attend college, Heidi KEPPERT became the second Tool Girl. Lisa was a major success and Pamela Anderson's debut role, so Dunning had large shoes to fill. Pamela Anderson stepped out from the program to concentrate on her big success, Baywatch. Ashley Judd was cast in the role of Lisa, but she dropped out days before the pilot was to be filmed owing to agency pressure to push into movies. Dunning was most known for her role in a series of Taco Bell ads as Louise, the run-for-the-border girl. She had also starred in a Married with Children episode and also in the film Dangerous Curves. Dunning won the American Gladiator Celebrity Challenge for the 2nd year in a row. She then leveraged her Tool-time expertise to earn a job as a host and producer on Deb Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup in 2017. She is now in her mid-50s and was previously married to volleyball star Steve Timmons from 1997 to 2018. Number 1. Earl Hindman Wilson W. Wilson. Number 1. Earl Hindman Wilson W. Wilson. Wilson W. Wilson is the man behind the fence, and his Halloween costume is the greatest that I've ever seen. He was Tim Taylor's confidant and always offered the greatest advice. He was the family's nice and intelligent neighbor. They kept it up for curtain calls since there was so much mystery around his entire face, and Earl would emerge with a small picket fence. The final curtain call added to the suspense of the unveiling. Earl Hindman started acting in 1967 and wasn't always the lovely guy next door. In 1974, he portrayed villains in 2 big-budget thrillers, Warren Beatty's The Parallax of You and The Taking of Pelham 123. Hindman was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2003 and died the same year at the age of 61. Wilson was one of his final roles. Tim the Toolman Taylor and his rambunctious brood of preteen sons hadn't been seen on television in almost 20 years. Though Allen's program Last Man Standing has kept him in the spotlight, many of the performers from the 1990s sitcom have left Hollywood. What did you like the most about Home Improvement? Do let us know in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys later in another great video. Bye now!